So, in general, a good style or a good teacher will emphasize those 5 building blocks with any motion, any movement, anything you do. It does not mean it happens right away. And some traditionally can happen over a 20 years period. Modernly, it can happen in the first class. It just depends on who teaches it and what's the style. So a lot of time I say, be careful. It's not the style necessary that is good or not good for you. It's who teaching the style. I know a lot of people, they went to classes of yoga or Tai Chi or Qigong and say, it's not for me. That's not true. You just didn't enter the style from the road or path that you're supposed to enter or come from. And that's sometimes it's the teacher's job to find out where are you at, what do you need next, and what will keep you moving forward in that journey or path into yourself. So it's a journey into the self. But once we work on regulating or fine-tuning, then we try to find balance between the 5. So we need to find balance, and then we try to harmonize it. So if you compare it to an orchestra, first each person goes and trains their own instruments. Then they come in a group and they try to balance it, and after they balance it, they reach a harmony. So they reach a harmonization. So that's part of the journey, and that takes time. Each person, it's different length, and it takes time. But don't forget that this is just part of the formula of better health, prevention, and having what I consider a box of mind-body tools that empowers individuals to take an active role in their journey. So it's a part of the formula. The other ones, we all know it, and that's why we're looking for those. Of course, the air we breathe is very important. The planet, the forces, the moon, the sun, the exposure to all those elements. People around us, very important. It's a lot of interaction, a lot of effect, a lot of outcomes, and both positive and negative. So you have to choose and pick and be smart about it. And then food, of course, nutrition, which is a lot more popular and accepted in every institute you go, every hospital, throughout the whole society, including high school. You see it now and everywhere. So the nutrition and all those other elements are another part of you seeking better health. But I say it's beyond better health. It's better quality of life because you do all those things. But it's also prevention. You're investing in prevention. So, and it's not to say something can happen, but at least you did your part the best you could. So, as you can see, there's more than one Eastern art, and they're all good, as I said. It's not all about the art. It's about who's teaching it a lot of time. There's a saying. You can master one of those arts in 10 is in the old days, let's say 20 years. But it can take you 30 to 40 years to find the right teacher. So it takes much longer to find the right teacher than you yourself to master it. And then a lot of them have this triangle of body, mind, and spirit. The Qigong and the Tai Chi, the energetic block is much more emphasized. There's much more, there's a stronger emphasis in it than in other styles. But you can see Qigong and Tai Chi, Kung Fu, yoga, meditation, they're all philosophies that interact and exist within one another and also are separate from one another. So there's niches and branches and on and on. So this is just an example. Some people are confused between Tai Chi and Qigong. Who knows the difference between Tai Chi and Qigong? So Qigong is the science of all energy. So Qigong is the science of all energy. For example, there's 4 schools of thoughts of Qigong. So there's scholar Qigong, or Confucius, like Lao Tzu, and other Confucius like this. Their goal was to increase the energy to the brain and make the brain smarter and more the ability to be a deeper and smarter philosopher. So all their goal was, let's make that energy the strongest. Versus martial Qigong is people said, for me the smarter is not as important. For me is to fight and to protect my village and to protect my country and to make an army. So those kind of people, they learn how to direct this energy or build that energy towards fighting and being a warrior. Versus medical Qigong was like, well, I don't need to fight and I'm not into the philosophy, but I need to be healthier and stronger. And then, so the martial element is removed and then the focus is on health. It's not to say that to be a martial Qigong, you probably would cover a lot of the medical Qigong. As my teacher told me, oh, you want to learn how to fight? I said, yeah, I want to be able to, not to fight one person, I want to be able to control the situation if 5 people attack me, you know, and not just one. I want to be able, like, to control this and not to get hurt and not to hurt them, but they'll recognize the fact that I won. So he said, well, and I can do that, by the way. He said, well, if you want to learn how to kill, I have to first teach you how to heal. If you know how to heal, you'll understand the joints, the ligaments, the tendons, the bones, the organs, where they are, what's the angle, how do you reach them. And in the Chinese learning, it's not theory. You don't learn, it's called hands-on. When they talk about the liver, you push your hand and you feel the liver. You talk about the kidneys, it's called hands-on. You literally recognize where the kidneys, and you go and you work with different organs and different times and with different exercises. So as you can see, I line it up in such a way that one leads to the other in some way. There's a connection. And then the last school of thought, it's called religious Qigong. They do all of it. They do probably all 3. So those are the monks in the mountains, and they want to reach another goal. Their goal is to get out of reincarnation. They believe that when you die, your energy goes to other humans, and if they work strong enough, they'll be able to be an independent entity or an angel or whatever we want to call it. So for me, I focused mostly on the medical and martial Qigong. And I read about the other ones, but for me, the main focus throughout my career was those 2. Qigong is Tai Chi, but Tai Chi is not necessarily Qigong. Because Qigong includes Tai Chi in it. So martial Qigong is Tai Chi, and health Qigong is Tai Chi. So that's why I like the Tai Chi. But, so you can see that Qigong is Tai Chi, but Tai Chi is not necessarily Qigong, only a piece of Qigong. It's only 2 of the school thoughts out of the 4. Okay?